Guys, Rich here, Collector Car Gallery. We're looking at this 1951 panel, Ford panel. We're taking a look at it for a potential online buyer. I tell you what, at first glance, I'm really impressed with this vehicle. I think it has a lot going for it, especially the paint. I think it's really a stand-up piece. So just like all of our videos, we're going to start right here at the driver's side front. And let's take a look at first the bumper. This is a painted bumper, okay? I don't know if it was chromed at one time or in 51 on a utility vehicle like this, if it would have been painted white maybe or something, but somebody painted it silver. It looks very nice. Looks like maybe we got a few little chips and scrapes in it right here, and then a good chip out of the paint right here. Okay, fairly easy to be corrected. Headlight bezel is, from here the chrome looks decent. As upon really close inspection, you can see that it's kind of, it's showing its patina for sure. Okay, not exactly huge pits, but I would say like these micro pits. Okay, let me get my rag here. Okay. I can tell up here in the teeth of the grill here, I can just feel that this thing needs like cut and buffed, but it does look very nice. Okay. I think traditionally too, you would see that you would probably have seen these not painted body color, if I'm thinking correctly. Okay. The V8 emblem, of course, this has the flat 8. The V8 emblem, this thing is a little pitted. It's seen better days. This is all real little stuff compared to the finish of the rest of the vehicle. Okay. Same thing with the hood lip here. This piece, certainly a candidate to be re-chromed, but it would look very nice. And there's not a ton of chrome on this thing, so it would probably look pretty good. The hood spear, again, in need of chrome. And as you can see, the bakelite has busted off here also. Really little things, in my opinion. I would just count on probably redoing the chrome if you wanted this thing to really pop. So we're talking, I don't know, $1,000 worth of chrome work here. Okay, let's take a look under the hood, and then we'll look at kind of the fit of the hood and the top of the hood. Under the hood, I would just call it original. This vehicle's been in a private collection for a very long time. You can see it's kind of packed in here amongst the collection, so it's a little difficult to get out. We've got our oil bath, air cleaner with the single carb, flat 8. Really cool engine. I really love the way these look inside the car. Looks like we've got, I think all of this stuff was previously restored and it looks really nice. I just think it needs cleaned up. Like, I think if somebody, for crying out, we got cobwebs on this, for crying out loud. So I think if somebody took and just polished some of this stuff, let me show you. Okay. See this spot right here, right? So if we just, this is like a little rag and my spit here, right? So you can see that I think we can get to a pretty good shine on this thing relatively easily. I think it would come back very nicely. But look at this though, we've got, this has all been apart, right? We've got, frame looks good, it's not rusty. Very old frame off restoration, I guess is what I would say. All right, so let's close the hood. Okay. Top side of the hood looks nice. I don't see any, at first glance right here, I don't see any blemishes in the paint at all. So that's great. Yeah, it looks very nice. Driver's side fender. Looks very nice. I don't see any paint blemishes in the fender. Let me see here. Okay, this fender, so as I'm checking here, I got a magnet on the end of this flashlight. This fender is fiberglass, okay? So fender's fiberglass on the front. The door fit is good. Let me just switch flashlights here so we can do this over and over again. Okay, so side steps these are metal. Okay, so steps are metal. Front fender, fiberglass. Okay, as we look down the side of this thing, I'm pretty pleased with the bodywork. It looks very, very nice. Okay. Side mirror, this thing just, it looks a little crusty. You could probably dress that up quite a bit and it would look very nice. Window felt looks good. Looks like maybe there's a tape line on this weather strip here. So it looks to me like the car was taken apart everywhere else, but it looks like somebody kind of painted around this vent window. So looks like maybe our fit gets a little close at the back side of the door here. I would probably maybe try to make a small adjustment there. Okay. Driver's door, the armrest it's in good shape. Weather strip, nice and soft, looks good. Lower door, very nice. Nothing really glaring. Let's look underneath the door. As we look underneath the door, I'm pretty pleased with that. That looks very, very factory. Very nice. We'll get into the interior here in a second. Let's look under the floor mat here. Hang on. I'm sorry. Okay. Floor looks really good, right? I mean, very good, I would say. Oh my gosh. This video. Okay. That looks great. I mean, look at all the original body stuff. It looks good. Original body plug. Original style floor, right? Looks very good. So all this looks like they tried to, duplicate original type stuff. I mean, we see a lot of cloth wrapped wire. Dash, like everything else on this vehicle, could stand a polish, I would say. Steering wheel's wrapped in just like a faux leather wrap. But let's take a look at some of these areas real closely where we expect to see some cracks. And yeah, I got a couple. You can see a crack in the steering wheel there. I would say it just shows a little patina, the steering wheel does. Driver's seat. Looks great. Actually, obviously these aren't the original style of seat. Passenger seat looks very good also. Headliner, I'm very impressed with on this vehicle. Fits very nice. Looks great. We'll open it up in the back here in a second. Take a look at some of this stuff too. Looks good. Door sounds nice when it shuts. So everybody knows that the most expensive part of these things is going to be the body and paint work and getting it to look straight. I will tell you that I look at cars all day long, okay? And right now I'm doing what I call the dodo bird, where you're sitting here, trying to catch bad body and paint work. And I am really, really impressed with the way this looks. I mean, it's very impressive. I am telling you that it would not take very much to make this thing stand up really, really tall. I got a little bitty blemish right there. It's just a little paint bubble. Little bitty paint bubble right there. Otherwise, I can very honestly say that I am very, very pleased with the way this vehicle looks. The rear doors, all the handles are kind of showing this it's not like fresh, they're just a little patinaed. The handles are. Let's see about any. Yeah, these look okay. Again, it looks like maybe the glass didn't come out to do some of this paint work on this thing, which that's okay. I mean, the paint looks good enough that I'm pretty pleased with it. So let's open this up. Again, have to excuse the quality of the videos. We just want to make sure we show everything to the customer. This has got painted over. That's kind of chintzy. I wish they wouldn't have done that. Interior of the rear door could probably be finished out a little bit better. This could probably have been cut and buffed a little bit better for sure. I would remove the glass and put new glass in and new weather strip. It could be an issue of not being able to find it or get it or something like that. I don't think that would be it, but it could have been. The door panels look great. I mean, they're not rotted out or anything. I mean, everything looks really good. Just probably could have polished on it a little bit. Threshold here is very nice. Here's what I think is really looking good on this thing, though. The inside, the wood floor in the rear looks great. It needs virtually nothing that I can see at all. We've got nice looking original style in the floor. Nice looking wheel wells. Yeah, I mean, I'm really pleased with the way it looks. I mean, this would be such a cool piece, to car show or, really, it looks really uniform the way all the interior trim screws went in. I mean, somebody really did a pretty decent job on this. Really neutral colors. Nobody did anything super crazy. It's just silver. Pardon me. It matches the painted bumpers. The rear bumper here is also painted, incidentally. What a cool piece to, if you were a motorcycle guy, to take your motorcycle to a car show or something like that, or sit in this thing at a car show. I think that's a pretty cool piece. So, again, assume that all the chrome, you're just gonna have to do it, all the chrome. What's nice is the stainless here, though. The stainless looks really good. Very pleased with that. Pardon me. Again, God, it's crazy to me how straight this vehicle is. And then there's some little things that just kind of slip through the cracks, like the chrome and stuff like that. So it's just crazy to me how nice the bodywork and finish of this thing turned out. I mean, I really, really am pleased with it. It looks incredible. I'm not exaggerating one bit when I say that this paint job, I mean, this is by today's standard, $25,000 paint job, $20,000 paint job. I mean, honestly, it looks great. This is the part where usually the YouTube trolls, start commenting about how much I just mentioned a paint job for, but whatever, I don't care. Okay, let's see here. All this is metal, right? I mean, this is a very unique body on this thing, and it's all metal down here. Okay, metal side steps. Fit of the passenger door is nice. These are kind of cool, kind of interesting little pieces. Before we open the door, let's look at like the belt molding. Again, same deal, little tape lines here. Like this window didn't come out to be painted, which I really wish they would have done that because it's just such a nice paint job. Front fender, again, fiberglass fronts. It really fooled me. I mean, the inners are all metal. I mean, really, really nice, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, passenger door. No stories here either. Looks great, finished out great. Not rotten anywhere. Check the floor over here. Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't get any more presentable than this. I mean, that's really nice. And again, this non-factory style of seat looks very good in this vehicle. Okay, let's see if we can get a poke underneath this thing. Let me get to where I have a little more room. Same thing with the chrome over here and here. Just redo it. Nice is, though, the stainless. Like these pieces and these, they look great. Excuse me. Let's see if we can get a poke underneath this thing. Okay, so what we find underneath is what I would say is just very an older original type of restoration. Okay, a very older restoration done in like original styling. Okay, so we got a lot of factory undercoat. Okay, I don't know if everybody can see this, but so I'm on the driver's side. Here's the fuel tank. I'm on the driver's side. I'm kind of looking across the vehicle. Here's the frame. Okay. Leaf springs right there. Frame looks good. It's been kind of had some factory style of undercoating put back on it. The suspect areas that we're looking at are right up here, right? And factory undercoating. So the support right here for the body is kind of roached out. You can kind of see that. I'm sorry if it's I'm gonna do this better. You see this support right here? Just this little one. I apologize. That looks a little roached out. Very easy piece to get redone. As we're looking back at the obviously it's a little wet down there. Everything is. Floors I'm very pleased with, though. Okay. Once we get into a little bit firmer negotiations on this vehicle, we can talk about we'll get it on a lift and we can talk about getting it running and driving it out of the collection first. So let's look over here also. wedge myself down in here. Passenger side now, okay? Frame and floor. Pretty pleased in general. A little crusty, a little dusty, but you know, a good pressure washing, and you know, this thing could be dressed up. It's not going to look you know, completely restored, but you could definitely get this thing dressed up. This is probably a usual suspect area for rust in here. You know, here's the rear tire right here. Pretty pleased with the way that looks. So you have to excuse my camera work. I hope nobody's getting motion sick over here. Guys, let's say that we're looking at a really good looking 51 Ford panel, all right? Plan on doing the chrome. If you're gonna drive it, plan on getting some tires, and then plan on just a little pressure washing and a little sweat equity underneath. But the expensive stuff is you know, that stuff's done for you, okay? A detail, a polish, and this thing is standing really, really tall, okay? $1,000 worth of chrome. We're not talking about chrome and huge bumpers unless you want to. Those things are probably $300 or $400 at LMC or something like that. And then we chrome these small pieces, and this thing is standing really, really tall after that. So I'm really pleased with it. Give us a call, Collector Car Gallery, if you have any questions. Thanks a lot.